Hi guys, how's it going? Today I'm just going to be sharing with you 5 habits that I'll be bringing into 2020, and I just thought I would share them with you today and hope that maybe they may be similar habits that you may want to bring as well. Number 1 is discipline. In 2019 I didn't really have much discipline, and that spanned it across a lot of the different things that happened in my life, whether it be financial, mental, physical, emotional, all of that sort of stuff. So I thought moving into 2020, I wanted to prioritize having discipline as number 1, and having the discipline to do a wide range of things. I wanted it to be the driving force behind the rest of the things that I would be bringing into 2020. Waking up on time or waking up earlier than I normally wake up. So being disciplined to be consistent with that, regardless of the night before, or I guess the sort of work that I'd been doing in the day. Being able to remain consistent with waking up at the same time and super early as well will allow me to be more productive throughout my day. Being disciplined with money is a huge one. I think that's the one that I've failed to do over a countless amount of years. So being able to prioritize depending on what requires the money first, that will be a super important thing. And I think being disciplined by holding back from purchasing things I don't need, purchasing things that are just splurge items. A wise thing that someone told me once was that when you see something and it has 10% off, you're still paying for 90% of what it originally costs. So just remember to keep that in mind when you are bringing the discipline and limiting yourself to what you want to buy. Number 2 would be commitment. Commitment is a big one, and it's not so much commitment that I struggle with, it's more committing to the idea and following through with it. I think that was a big one for me in 2019 because I did struggle to commit to an idea and really follow through with it. And I mean really follow through with it. Most of the time I would commit to an idea and I would do it, but I would do it half-assed, or I would attempt it and I would just stop without even completing it. And I think committing to multiple and various things over 2020 will help improve my productivity and just the way that that year starts for me. One of the big commitment goals that I've set for myself is to be committed to making videos on YouTube consistently over the whole year. So every week I will be putting out a new video regardless of what's going on. One tip that I can have being committed to making goals especially is making sure that you're making small goals that are achievable but are not too easy that you kind of just don't even think about it. You really want small specific goals that will allow you to actually venture out and do these things, because once you complete these small goals, then they can branch out into even bigger goals. Number 3 for me would have to be structuring, or structure in general. Planning and sort of having a structure as to how you're going to go about achieving the previous things that I mentioned. So whether it be you've set yourself a goal and you're committed to that goal and you have the discipline for that goal, you also have to have a structure for it. I mean, you can't get from point A to B without making sure the steps and how you get there is super important. You want to ensure that you've put steps in place, or at least, like I said, going back on the small goals, if you set the small goals of achieving those first, then they are stepping stones towards point B. So if you're really making that effort to sort of structure out your day, structure out your workouts, structure out your eating, even structuring how you want to proceed and progress, I guess, in 2020 is a super important one. Number 4 would have to be opportunities, creating opportunities for others as well as yourself. And by that I mean, when it comes to you, if you see an opportunity come up, if there is something that is telling you deep inside your gut, go with it, roll with it. And I think that's something I want to try. Like I mentioned before, LA is something I am interested in doing, so I definitely want to take up the opportunity to go there and learn some stuff over there. Create those opportunities. And by giving yourself opportunities, you are opening opportunities for other people to meet you, other people to work with you, other people to really sort of be inspired by the things that you're doing, because you never know what actions you may be causing or doing that may affect someone else in a good or even a bad way. So really create opportunities for yourself so that others can also have opportunities with you. That being said, on a side note, a lesson that I learned is not to create opportunities for people to take advantage of you. That is totally different, and I'll probably make that in another video, but for this video's sake, just keep that in mind when creating opportunities. Number 5, and the last sort of thing that I want to bring into 2020 would be risk and risk taking. I sort of dabbled a little bit in it in 2019 by sort of going outside of my comfort zone and doing things that I had never tried before. Taking those risks and making those sacrifices to actually go out and do these things, no matter what happens, no matter if it's a good or bad outcome, just taking the risk to really push yourself forward, launch yourself. When I was younger, I didn't really think of risk taking as a big deal. You could sort of be safe, you could sort of stay comfortable. But when you get older, you start to realize life is so fast and so short. And if you don't take enough risks, you will get to a point where you can't take those risks. You're young, you're free, you're stronger at the moment. Why not do it now? Because you can spend all the older years recovering and watching everybody else grow up and go through what you were doing. So I think it's super important to sort of prioritize yourself, your health, everything else that comes with it. And these 5 things are definitely the things that I'll be bringing into 2020. The whole reason I made this video is because I am trying different things with my channel. I want to be the best version of myself, not only for me, but for others. And I want to make sure that I can provide as much personal and life experience as I can for other people out there. I will be making more sort of videos like this, and if you enjoy it, please leave a comment below. Like and subscribe and share with anyone who doesn't know what they're going to bring into 2020, but I can definitely say these 5 things will be the things I'll be working on. All right, peace.